Dalam video ni kita nak selesaikan soalan nombor 2A. If you read the question for 2A, it says that kita nak selesaikan soalan ni dengan menggunakan elimination method. Okay, so if you don't have the question that I'm saying right now, you can download it from my Facebook group. The group name is Systems of Equation for SPM. So you can join the group and then you boleh cari kat situ, ada dalam tu all these questions. So we are given 3 questions of linear equations in 3 variables, right? So saya diberi 3 equation, then usually what I will do, I will label them equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. Now elimination method. So dalam method elimination ni usually saya akan gunakan 2 equation. Saya akan pilih 2 equation. I will either plus the equation or minus the equation. Okay. Now let's see. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to choose equation 1 and equation 2. So equation 1 is m plus n minus 3p equals to 3. So and then below that I'm going to write equation 2. M plus 3n plus p equals to 11. Remember I said saya kena tambah ataupun tolak, correct? So here I'm gonna minus. But the question is, how do I know that I have to minus like this? The purpose of we doing elimination method is, as the name says, we want to eliminate any one of the variable. So here my target is to eliminate m and m. So if I want to eliminate these 2m, of course I have to use a minus sign. If I use plus sign, m plus m, it will become 2m. Am I right? So I want to eliminate. So I have to use minus sign. That's how I know I have to use a minus sign. So let's continue. First part, m minus m, nothing, right? 0 cancels off. N minus 3n. N minus 3n, that will be negative 2n, and negative 3p minus p, that will be negative 4p equals to 3 minus 11, that will be negative 8, right? So now I have a new equation, so I'm going to label this equation. I have this new equation. I'm going to say equation 4. Okay, how did I get equation 4? I took equation 1 minus with equation 2. Then I got a new equation, equation 4. Now, what did I do actually? Let's try to understand that first. What did I do? Saya dah hilangkan m. No more m already. So now, the next step that I'm going to do is very important what I did here. Very important what I did in equation 4. Saya dah hilangkan variable m. Pemboleh ubah m dah tak ada dah. Correct? So it's very important for me to know that because that will tell me what I have to do next. Next, saya pilih lagi 2 equation. And now, when I choose this equation, you need to remember, saya kena hilangkan m juga. Sama macam kat sini. Okay? So now let's say, I'm going to choose equation 2 and equation 3. Tadi 1 and 2. Now 2 and 3. So what is my equation 2? M plus 3n plus p equals to 11. Then my equation 3 is 2m plus 5n minus 2p equals to 16. Correct? Now, even if I plus or minus, right? Apa-apa pun saya buat, I cannot cancel off the m. M mesti akan ada juga because m plus 2m, answer will be 3m. Betul tak? M plus 2m will be 3m. If m minus 2m, it will be negative m. So, somehow the m is going to be there. Saya tak dapat hilangkan m. So, what do I do here? This equation here, saya darab dengan 2. So that I will get 2m. Okay? Setiap sebutan dalam equation yang equation yang pertama ni, sorry, which is equation pertama, which is equation 2 lah. Okay, in equation 2, all the term I multiply with 2. Kenapa? So that this m will become 2m. And then I can do minus, right? So I'm going to multiply by 2 all the terms. So what will happen? I'm going to write down in blue so that you can see the difference. Times by 2, so it will become 2m plus 2 times 3n will become 6n plus 2 times p will be 2p equals to 22. So now the old equation, I just want to wrap it off. I don't want to keep it there to confuse you. Okay, now the question is it plus or minus? Of course lah, I have to use minus. So that this 2m minus 2m will be 0. Okay, so I'm going to use minus. So now let's do this. 2m minus 2m, 0. 6n minus 5n, I will get n. 2p minus negative 2p, that will be 2p plus 2p, which is 4p, equals to 22 minus 16. The answer would be 6. Right? 22 minus 16, the answer would be 6. Now I have my another equation, equation 5. And if you look at equation 5, sama macam equation 4, tak ada pemboleh ubah m. There's no m in both of the equation. Now what am I going to do? Okay, I want to solve this equation 4 and equation 5 again using elimination method. Now let me write down equation 4. Negative 2n minus 4p equals to negative 8. And then another equation, equation 5, is n plus 4p equals to 6. So now, of course, watch carefully. I can hilangkan n. How? Saya akan darabkan dengan dua equation yang bawah ni, equation 5. But I don't want to do that. I can, but I don't want to do that. Because when I look here, the coefficient is already the same. Right? So on top, negative 4p plus 4p, the answer would be 0. Agree? So what I have to do is, I have to plus the equation. So what will happen when I plus? Negative 2n plus n, it will be negative n. Negative 4p plus 4p, it will be 0, equals to negative 8 plus 6 will be negative 2. So negative n equals to negative 2, which means n is equals to 2. So saya dah dapat dah value n2. Now what do? I go reverse. From here, I can go to equation 5. So 2 plus 4p equals to 6. 4p is equals to 6 minus 2, which is 4. P is equals to 4 over 4, which is 1. So now P pun dah dapat. What do? I have my N, I have my P. Now, I can actually go to any one equation, equation 1 or equation 2 or equation 3. Masukkan nilai N2 dan P1, I will get the answer. Now, I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So, let me clear this. Okay, cukup dah. So here, I'm going to take the first equation, m plus n, which is 2, minus 3p, which is 1, equals to 3. So m plus 2 minus 3 equals to 3. M minus 1 equals to 3. M would be 3 plus 1, which is 4. So I have all three answers. M is 4, N is 2, and P is 1. So that's the solution for question 2A. So if you're watching this video dalam YouTube, so please you can subscribe to this channel, alright, at Maths Club, and you can also go through the playlist called Systems of Equation. In this playlist adalah semua nota and latihan for all the other questions, so you can go through one by one. Saya dah labelkan bahagian 1, bahagian 2, bahagian 3 and so on. And also please invite your friends to subscribe to this channel so that they also can learn the entire course for free. Okay, so if you have Facebook, also please join my Facebook group. The Facebook group's name is Systems of Equation for SPM under AdMaths Club, right? So di situ pun under guides you can join. Under guides, everything will be like tersusun elok ya. So you can just go through all the lesson in the course one by one. Alright, so that's all for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.